Paddy Pimblett is back in the spotlight just days after his first loss inside the UFC, and this time the conversation isn't about the scorecards, it's about his eyes. 1 week removed from his tough 5-round battle with Justin Gaethje for the interim lightweight title, Pimblett shared a recovery update that raised eyebrows across the MMA community. While the swelling and bruising on his face have largely settled down, Pimblett revealed that his biggest issue isn't cosmetic at all. His eyes took the worst of it. According to Paddy, he's dealing with irritation and a scratched cornea that he believes came from repeated eye contact during the fight. He even went to the hospital as a precaution. Thankfully, scans showed no fractures or serious structural damage, but the eye irritation remains an issue he's monitoring closely. Despite that, Pimblett made one thing very clear: he's not slowing down. There's no long break planned, no disappearing act. He's already lifting again, says he'll be back in the gym immediately, and fully expects to compete again this summer. For someone coming off a war like that, it's an aggressive turnaround, but Paddy insists momentum matters more than comfort. He's also already looking ahead.
Oh, everyone thought my face was a mess. Listen, I'm only a week out from the fight. My face is sound, I've got a little bit of bruising. The only thing what's wrong with me is my eyeballs. Off fingernails, scratching my eyeballs, but you know, we get on with it. I did say before the fight, I want to make his face look different. For a couple of days he made my face look different. I had big shiners. There's nothing wrong with me. The only thing what's up with me is like, probably got a scratch cornea or something like that. Hopefully we can run it back in the future, because there's a couple of things in that fight what have pissed me off. Laura put a post up on all pages was saying Paddy Pimblett 4 days after his fight, and that was the next day. You know what I mean? That was at its worst. I had big puffy eyes, but as you can see now, it's a week later. There's nothing wrong with me. The only thing what's up with me is like, probably got a scratch cornea or something like that. But you know, I'll be back in the gym tomorrow, I'll be back training, and people think I'm gonna have to take the rest of the year off. I'm not. I'll be fighting in the summer.
Khabib Nurmagomedov has been busy mapping out the future for another rising contender, his cousin Umar Nurmagomedov. Fresh off cornering Umar to a career decision win over former champion Davison Figueiredo, Khabib spoke candidly about the performance and what comes next. According to Khabib, the fight was tougher stylistically than it appeared on paper. Figueiredo chose a cautious approach, avoiding risky exchanges and forcing Umar to work patiently rather than explosively. That game plan made finishing difficult, but Khabib emphasized that controlling a veteran former champion without unnecessary danger is still a massive achievement. Umar himself wasn't thrilled with how the fight played out. He later admitted it felt less intense than many of his training sessions, and fans noticed the lack of action, even expressing frustration during parts of the bout. Still, the win did exactly what it needed to do. It solidified Umar's place among the top contenders in the bantamweight division. Khabib explained that Umar's next move depends entirely on how the UFC handles the title picture. If Peter Yan is booked against Merab Dvalishvili, Umar would likely face the winner. But if the promotion wants a blockbuster contender matchup first, Umar could be matched with Sean O'Malley, a fight that would carry massive attention and stylistic intrigue.
It was a tough opponent, good opponent with big name, former champion. But this is how I feel when I was cornering Umar. He don't really want to fight with Umar. He don't force nothing. He just try to make a safe fight for himself, you know. And it was hard to finish Davison, because he's a former champion, is a tough opponent, you know. When he don't want to fight back, it's very hard to catch like this opponent.
Yeah, I know. I understand.
But it was very important for us to become this top 4: O'Malley, Merab, Yan and Umar. It was very important to make clear only 4 guys on top right now, and UFC know this. Now if Yan gonna fight against Merab, Umar will fight against Sean O'Malley. And if they choose O'Malley, Umar gonna fight against Merab.
Another major storyline quietly developed involving Ilia Topuria. Khabib confirmed that the two recently spoke by phone, revealing that Topuria personally asked him to speak with Dana White about the possibility of a future fight with Islam Makhachev. The call wasn't hostile or confrontational, more of a mutual acknowledgement between elite competitors from neighboring regions with deep competitive history. Khabib even extended an invitation for Topuria to visit Pakistan, reinforcing that while public comments sometimes spark tension, respect between fighters still exists behind the scenes. The conversation only fueled speculation about what could be one of the biggest matchups the UFC could make if circumstances align.
Попроси Даугейт, чтобы вышли вопросы, не знаете, почему он знает, я такой, давай, может, летишь, он говорит, если меня не будет, говорит, что это такая секретная информация, он мне сказал, что если он не будет, ну, занят, то он прилетит.
Meanwhile, at featherweight, Alexander Volkanovski continues to show why many consider him the gold standard of championship mentality. After defending his title against Diego Lopez, Volkanovski revealed that he's not interested in choosing easier stylistic matchups. Instead, he openly stated his preference to face Movsar Evloev, one of the division's most dominant wrestlers. Volkanovski explained that grappling-heavy fighters have become the defining challenge of the current era, and Evloev represents the toughest version of that style. Rather than avoiding it, Volk wants to confront it head-on. For him, the storyline matters just as much as the opponent: undefeated records, evolving styles, and legacy-defining challenges. Daniel Cormier echoed that sentiment, praising Volkanovski's willingness to fight anywhere. With 8 UFC title fight victories, including multiple wins over Max Holloway and Jose Aldo, Cormier called Volkanovski the greatest featherweight of all time. He emphasized that few champions actively seek out the most difficult contenders, yet Volk continues to do exactly that. Despite rumors swirling about retirement, Volkanovski shut that idea down completely. He says he still feels motivated, still feels sharp, and believes he has plenty left to give. Whether it's Evloev, Arnold Allen, or another rising threat, Volk made clear he's not done defending his throne. As the divisions continue to shift and new contenders rise, one thing remains constant: the UFC landscape never slows down.
There are rumors that Lerone Murphy and Movsar Evloev are fighting in London. You said whoever's next is next. However, if you were to look at both of those guys stylistically, who would you want to test yourself as an athlete against next?
Oh, I mean, undefeated sounds good. They're both undefeated in the UFC, I'm pretty sure. But I think Movsar's 19-0. He's got that wrestling style, right? You know, that sort of wrestling grappling style that's taken over the UFC at the moment. The new era, they could say, undefeated. You know, just I'm looking at the storyline. They're both good storylines, but probably Movsar, if he goes out there. Who do I think's going to win that fight? I think Movsar wins that fight. So I think if they do fight, I'll probably end up facing him.
So are you here to save the UFC from the wrestlers? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, we know I'm that guy. Yeah, of course.
If it's offered to me, of course I'm gonna, I'll fight for the lightweight title. But I mean, as everyone knows, I'm pretty real with everything. Right now, it's like, do I deserve a shot at the lightweight title already? You know what I mean? Like right now, it's like, no, I know I don't.
If you enjoyed the breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay locked in for daily fight news, analysis, and updates.